Hi YouTube. It's February 12th, 2012, and that's about my 78th day of my 50th year on the planet. And it is freezing cold and windy, and the sun has not shined for a couple of days. The wind is blowing about 35 miles an hour, and it is, let's see, about 38 degrees right now. It's freezing cold. Last night it was about 24 when I got up in the middle of the night to do my running around in the middle of the night. 24 degrees, so I don't know, it's just a bummer. But anyway, I stayed up late last night because I wanted to straighten my hair. I've been wanting to get that done for a few days, and I put it off when my little granddaughter's here, because when I get in the bathroom and want to do something like that is going to take a long time, she has to be right there with me, and it's kind of a long, drawn-out process. So I just waited till last night, till after she got to bed, and I got my hair straightened. And look how pretty it turned out. Now, I'm going to very quickly tell you the steps that I do to accomplish this, and I do not do it really pretty. And I've even been out in the wind a couple times, and I slept on it last night, and it's still boost up here, and it still is nice and straight. So anyway, my hair care program for straightening my hair. Now, I do not do this very often. One, because of the damage. Two, because of the amount of time that it takes to do that. I could not do this every day, and it's a good thing that it lasts 3 days or a little bit longer. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and document that I did it, because I want them to see. I think the last time I did it, it was still straight. I only had to barely touch it up for maybe like on the 4th day, and it even lasted 5 days. I did a nice updo with it on the 5th day, and it was still very straight. And it does kind of stay straight after you, even after you use it. It does kind of, I guess because you straighten your hair out, so it has a, you know, it kind of stays that way for a little bit. So this is what I do. The first thing I do is I shampoo with Pantene Pro V Restoratives. Can you see this? There we go. Pantene Pro V Restoratives, and this is for damaged hair, color damaged, and strengthens and fortifies weak and exhausted hair. That's my hair. And then I follow that with the first thing I use is the John Frieda Full Repair, and this is for overworked, revives overworked hair. Full body conditioner weightlessly repairs to restore full style. So I use this you leave on 3 to 5 minutes, and then I even follow it up with whatever conditioner I'm using with my hair color at the time, and this is the one they gave me this time with the Varia. Oh, I love this stuff. Oh, I wish it's 1.7 ounces, which is a pretty generous supply. They want you to use it every time, and it says it's a shimmer boost hydrating conditioner, glistens and conditions. I think it does make your hair really shiny. But anyway, I do really a lot of conditioning, because using that straight iron or flat iron is damaging to your hair. It does make it look nice and shiny and silky, but the reason that it does that is because it lays all your cuticle down, and so it's, you know, smooths the cuticle of your hair back out. And when you have curly hair, the cuticle of your hair stands up, and so it makes your hair more dull, and that's the main thing that it does, is it smooths out the cuticle. So does a good conditioner, you know. Smooths out the cuticle, and then of course your hair shines more because it's reflecting the light better. Okay, so the next thing that I do is, okay, then shampoo, condition, then towel dry your hair. The first step is the John Frieda Frizzies 3-day straight. Now, I have used this stuff maybe like 4 times since last summer is all. It's almost all gone. It's a little bit expensive. It's about 9 to 10. I wish you could, let me get it where you can see it. There. It's about $9 to $10 for this little bottle, and it takes anywhere from 7 to 15 sprays of this stuff. I use about 8 or 9. If you overdo it, it will leave your hair very sticky and unmanageable, and you won't like it. Have to put it on damp hair, and you have to dry your hair completely, or it will be sticky and gooey. You'll be unhappy. So, and I use the ionizing brush, you know, the round silver brush for the heat, you know, to try to straighten it out, really get it straight. Okay, then do that, and like I said, you have to get this stuff completely dry. And then with each and every section of hair, 1 to 2 inch section of hair, before you use the flat iron, I use this Garnier Fructis flat iron protector. Now this stuff I love, and I even use this when I blow dry or when I use my hot rollers, because I think it really does help protect. Sleek and shine, what does it say? 24 hour straight finish and heat protection with argan oil from Morocco. Argan oil? Anyway, straightening mist, heat protection. But anyway, I use this stuff, and I use it on each and every little part. And then of course, you start on the underneath, and you have your hair all parted. And you start with this ones, and these are the ones that are the curliest in my hair, so this is where we'll see a little curl pop up probably tomorrow. It's already got a little wave right there because I have very curly hair underneath. And then just an inch or 2 at a time, and then you take your hot iron to it. Now, this is my first straightening iron that I got, and I know that this is a less expensive one, and my husband bought this for me maybe a couple years ago, and I like the way that it flattens, but I don't like a couple of things about it. One is that it doesn't, even when you lock it shut, how do you do it? Like that, you still have this big old gap, and you know, you need that tighter grip on there to you know, get a good flattening. And the other thing that I don't really love about it is, you see these little bitty cracks? Let's see if I can show you where they're at. Okay, yeah, right there. This one right here, and this one right here, and this one along the edge. Well, that catches your hair, and here's a piece of it right here stuck in the thing, because it sticks your hair off and breaks in there. So tomorrow I think I'm going to buy another one of these. I'm going to a better one. I want to buy a better one, and I'm going to make sure that it doesn't have, and there's my little hairs all stuck in there, and it pulls and breaks them off. It makes me so mad. It's like I'm trying to straighten it, not, you know, rip it out at the roots. But anyway, I do like it. I mean, as far as the heat goes, it does seem to get hot enough to give me fairly nice straightening action, but I just don't like that about it. So I think I'm going to replace that tomorrow. So last night I did that at midnight. So let's see. Tonight at midnight would be 1 day. Monday midnight would be 2 days. Tuesday midnight will be 3 days. So Wednesday morning we'll have another look at it. I'll let you know if I have to do much like touching up or anything. The last time I used it I didn't, but that was in last summer I think, and you know, I had a lot of conditioner on it, and I think that probably it's a little dry now because of the winter heat and all that. But anyway, so Wednesday morning we'll check it out and see how it looks on Wednesday. So I did that. But I finally ate something a little while ago, and I realized that I had not eaten. The last thing that I ate was the other night, I think on Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday night? Thursday night, that my friend came over to eat dinner. I ate like the little tiniest bit of mashed potatoes and some of that Salisbury steak. I didn't eat anything, I don't think, on Friday. I didn't eat anything yesterday, so finally today I said to myself, what the hell are you doing? Get in there and get you some food. So I did have a bowl of chili with cheese on it this morning, or around 3 o'clock today. I do feel a lot better. I don't know why I do that. I get hooked on drinking coffee and drinking tea and drinking chocolate milk, and I get kind of full up on that stuff, and my stomach's kind of shrunk up anyway because I don't eat large meals. And so if I don't remind myself, I don't get the food in, and that's bad. So let's see, last Tuesday I left the house and went to Family Dollar and picked up a couple things, cat food and stuff like that. So I need to mark that on my calendar. That was the first time I left since the last time I told you that I left. But tomorrow I am going to run down to Socorro with my mom and our friend Allie. She was the friend of Miss Tooby's, the lady that passed away, and that was her best friend around here, and she's pretty much on her own now. And it's funny because her and my mom were a little bit jealous of each other over Miss Tooby, but now that Tootie has passed away, they are really starting to have kind of a little friendship going, and it's kind of sweet. So anyway, we're going to go down there tomorrow. I have to go to see the tax lady to sign for my state taxes, and then in a few days, about a week more, my federal taxes will be in from 2010, and so that money is the money for Mickey Mouse City. Oh, and my little granddaughter's best little girlfriend is going to be able to go with us to Mickey Mouse City, and, excuse me, now I'm burping the chili. And I invited my mom yesterday, and we of course have decided that we are going to make a little side trip because it's going to be a whiz-bang over there and back. Like, we're leaving on Thursday. It's a 12-hour drive, and that is, it's probably more like a 15-hour drive with all the children and with my mom, and of course the gas stops and all that. So we're going to have to run over there. We're going to spend 2 nights, and then my daughter has to be back Monday evening for work. So anyway, I'm hoping that my mom's going to go with us because her boyfriend's birthday happens to be on the same day as my granddaughter's, and that would probably be the only thing that'll hold us up. But I really think that I don't think he's going to mind if my mom goes with us. So I'm really hoping that that she'll go with us because you know, my mom's getting up there, and we need to be taking advantage of all the opportunities that we can to have these great experiences, like going to the ocean and going to Disneyland. And we're going to stay at the Disneyland Resort. I have to get online tonight and get all those arrangements made and kind of do the little itinerary, because if I don't do it now, I'm probably gonna get left out. And I don't want to do that. They're having a good deal with the 25% off at any of the Disneyland resorts if you make your arrangements before March 1st. So anyway, we're gonna stay there, and which I've never stayed there. As many times as I've been there, I've never stayed at any of the Disney resorts. I always stay at, you know, one of the less expensive motels across the street or something. And this time we're going to stay there. So I really want my mom to go because I want her to be able to see all that stuff and to stay there at the resort, because she's never got to do that either. And then we're going to take her to Newport Beach, and probably, I don't know what else we're going to do, but anyway, it's going to be a whiz-bang trip. We're going to pack in as much as we can. We're going to drive at night, and we're probably going to be terribly exhausted, but well worth it. So looking forward to that. That's March 10th. So we're going to be leaving March 8th, late in the evening, and come back that following Monday. So that's that. So we'll go. So I'm going down there tomorrow. I'm going to have a little bit of cash. So I think that's when I'm going to go ahead and go buy my new flattening iron, and I'm going to probably have to go buy some cosmetics and do a cosmetic haul this week. I really think the one that I'm going to do is all the LA Colors and the LA Colors and NYC cosmetics from the dollar store, which are extremely cheap. And you know what? I really like them. I have a lot of it, and they have a whole bunch of new eyeshadow collections that I really have been admiring. So I think I'm gonna go pick those up because they're like $1 or $2 a piece. And I need to buy some new foundation. So I think I'm gonna go do that tomorrow, and I don't know what else I'll do. But anyway, so looking forward to that. Lunch out with my mom, So, and I always have a good time with my mom, and you know, she's really sensitive about my anxieties and stuff, and she is great about, you know, just supporting me when we go and do stuff like that, and you know, understanding if I rig out or whatever. And she usually can rein me in pretty good. So anyway, that should be fun. I hope it's not freezing as cold tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, I watched a documentary yesterday. I wanted to share this with you. It was called The Dancing Boys of Afghanistan. And The Dancing Boys of Afghanistan is a documentary that was filmed in 2010. And it follows a man named Dastiger and another man, I didn't write his name down, who goes to kind of uncover this this practice of selling boys to wealthy men and to basically to very strong warlords, you know, way up high, like commanders in the army and stuff. Apparently, each and every one of them, they collect these dancing boys, and they train the boys to dance, and then there's like a ritual dance. They all gather. It's kind of an underground thing. It's called bachubazi, is the practice of this dancing boy. Way back in the old days they used to do it, and then it was outlawed during the Taliban, and it has recently taken an upsurge. And it's young boys as young as 10 or 11 up to the ages of 18, sold into slavery, generally sold to one man, used for entertainment with their dancing, but then generally sex follows, and a lot of little boys get sold into this bachubazi practice. And anyway, it was very interesting. It was very sad in a couple of places. One boy, his name was Imam, and he was a 15-year-old, a veteran of bachubazi, and he was already training small boys to do this dancing, and intends to have a ring of bachubazi boys of his own in about 2 or 3 more years, and for his own enjoyment and for his friends' enjoyment or whatever. It blew my mind. But anyway, that was very interesting documentary. It originally aired on Frontline, and of course watched it on Netflix, and but I'm sure you can find it probably on your PBS channels. You may be able to find it. It's called The Dancing Boys of Afghanistan. The Dancing Boys of Afghanistan. Yeah, Dancing Boys of Afghanistan. Very sad and very bizarre ritual that all these men, and generally it seems to be mostly the commanders in the army are the ones that apparently collect these boys, and are very wealthy men. So anyway, recommend that. It was very interesting. Like I said, it kind of blew my mind. A lot of that kind of stuff does. I'm always shocked when I see, you know, children being sold for sex slaves, and it's disgusting. And this Dastiger guy, the good news is in the end he was caught, and I think him and the guy that he was with, I think he fled. And the guy that was training a lot of these young men actually was in jail for a little while, only about 14 months, and is back on the streets in Takar, recruiting little boys to be sold into the bachubazi ritual sex slave practices. So anyway, check that out if you get a chance. That interests you at all. It was very good. And see, I can't think of anything else. Shout out to my pal Christy. She's feeling a lot better today. She's smiling and laughing, and it was good to see her like that on her update this morning. Even though she's sick, it seems that you know, even though her body is sick, her spirit seems bright and happy today. So that made me happy. And that's about it. Oh, and the last thing, my granddaughter will be moving next week up to Albuquerque with her mom. So it's been a very long time, but finally got everything lined out. She's got a place lined out, and since she got her tax refund, that's going to be happening this week. So then it's just going to be me and the old hubs. So we'll see how that turns out. We haven't even been alone for I don't even know how long. I don't even know what it's going to be like when that little pal is gone. And I sure will miss her because she is my little pal. But I'm happy that she's going to be with her mom. And I'm happy that she's going to be coming and visiting Mama and Papa on the weekends and, get on with her normal little life with her mama in the city. So anyway, happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're resting, putting your feet up, and enjoying your family and friends, or just a little quiet time on your own. Oh, I did my nails, too. Remember the other night when I told you guys to give yourselves a manicure? I did mine. I only got half of it decorated. This half has little hearts on it. This half is still white. Because I wasn't sure about this design, so before I finished it up, I thought, I'll just build it up and then I'll finish it and I'll have it done by Valentine's Day. I don't really care about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is kind of a bummer. They make such a big deal out of it, and they have all this jewelry on TV, $399 for, 1 carat necklace for your sweetheart, and all this BS. I mean, if people can afford that, I'm happy that they can, but I have never once got a diamond on Valentine's Day. I can tell you that for sure. Never in my life. And but I'm usually happy with a little stuffed animal or something, and I really like plants, so sometimes I get a little plant, but I really don't like Valentine's Day. And the last few years I've been broke on Valentine's Day, and I had to get my husband something super cheap. I think last year I made him some stupid brownies or something. I do the best I can, and I always try to get him a nice little card or whatever, but this year I will be able to get him a little something nicer, so I'll pick that up tomorrow. But anyway, don't feel bad if you don't have a Valentine in your life. Go and get something sweet for yourself. That's my advice. Don't feel left out on Valentine's Day. It is not even a real holiday. It's a made-up holiday, and it's just a way for the card companies to make money. That's why it was actually invented in the first place, because they needed a moneymaker between the holidays and the springtime. So don't feel bad if you don't get something for Valentine's Day. Just go do something nice for yourself. And if you can afford it, buy yourself a nice little flower or something sweet to remind yourself how lovely and beautiful and lucky you are to even know yourself. Okay? Alright, everybody, be blessed. And I'll probably talk to you tomorrow after I go and score a bunch of new cosmetics. So, love you all. Thanks for stopping by, and like I said, be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow.